I've just watched episode 5 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and let me tell you something. Belly's confused, again, like the millionth time. Okay, I know that we didn't see her struggling for a whole episode like Conrad did, but she was doubting herself. I mean, we all saw that look in her eyes when Conrad wiped her mouth with his shirt. And what was that scene, for God's sake? I mean, you wanted to film a romantic scene and came up with wiping mouth with a shirt? Bro. And she falls for it, dude. I mean, girls, would you really fall for someone who's wiping your mouth with his shirt? But we'll be seeing a lot more than that in episode 6. My man Conrad kept telling himself to stop and to not do the things Belly wanted, but he couldn't help it. We all saw that. He kept saying, let's go, let's do that, we'll handle it. And I was like, man, why? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? He can't even stand to be in the same room with Belly if Jeremiah's there. And I'm not judging him, y'all. I would have ripped Jeremiah's head off if I saw him with my woman. Thank God he's not me. And you may think, but they're brothers. No, dude. If they were brothers, then he shouldn't have touched her in the first place. Anyways, we know that Jeremiah is at Cousins for the 4th of July, and he'll also be staying, so we'll definitely see some Jeremiah, Belly, Conrad love triangle there. In the season 3 trailer, there was this scene where Jeremiah was telling Belly that he could see the way that Conrad's looking at Belly. I'm telling y'all, that's happening in episode 6. No matter how hard Conrad tries to get away from Belly, it's not gonna work. And Belly acts like nothing has happened, man. I'm going crazy here. You were dating the guy, you were madly in love, and he didn't even want to see you for 4 years after you started dating his brother, but you're hugging him like none of this has happened. Way to go, girl. She's just selfish. Even the way she broke up with Conrad was selfish. Everything about her is selfish, and now I need to stop saying selfish. But you got the idea. I'm mad. I'm actually curious about something. So we know that Taylor should have come to Cousins to help Belly plan the wedding, but she couldn't, and it's fine. She had to help her mother. But she'll be there in episode 6, after they open the saloon, which we'll also see Belly attending. Back to the thing I'm curious about. There was this scene in the trailer where Taylor is mad and kind of yelling to Conrad about what was he expecting, like he'll drive off to the sunset with Belly. Yeah, I know you remembered. So we know how Taylor's good at understanding these kinds of things, but I wonder, will it be a lucky guess this time? Or will Conrad tell Belly how he feels, which will go straight to Taylor from Belly? Or there's one more thing that can happen, like if we're really lucky. We might get a scene where they're about to kiss and like realize what they're doing and stop. I hope it'll be the third option. Let's see some heat between those two. Also, there's one more thing about Taylor. I think her and Belly will have a fight. Now that Belly has decided not to go to Paris to study, she'll mention her decision to Taylor. And I know that Taylor's all supportive and everything, but I really don't think that she'll let Belly throw away her life like that just because she's getting married. We know Belly, she'll be all mad, and we'll keep telling her that it's what she wanted, and she'll do it that way, and that Taylor's not supportive, etc. In the end, they'll make it up to each other, but I hope that Taylor can change her decision about Paris. She has to go, dude. So back to the wedding. Besides Conrad's feelings, I feel like there's another thing that will, hopefully, lead us to Jeremiah and Belly's breakup. Adam, the boy's dad. I know we saw him saying that he's in and that he's going to pay for everything and stuff, but I'm telling you, man, dude's a genius. He'll seem like he's supporting the wedding, but destroyed on the inside. He kind of already started. Now they're doing the wedding in the country club and inviting colleagues. Yeah, this wedding is going down. Belly keeps saying yes to everything Jeremiah says, like she has no right to decide anything about her wedding. And he's such a baby. I mean, if the girl tells you that you can't afford the $750 cake, you won't cry for it like a baby. Ugh. But finally in episode 6, we'll see her realizing step by step that this isn't the wedding she was planning for, and it's not like her at all. I can be a man, but even I know that a girl's wedding must be special, y'all. But daddy's little boy is busy with pleasing him. So yeah, now she has to do this all on her own, and she's not happy about anything. I'm telling you, girl, it's not too late to leave him and marry Conrad instead. He's there waiting for you. He'll scream, I do. Like a 15-year-old girl singing Taylor Swift for you. Take him and live the happiest life. And you guys, don't forget to follow for more. The Summer I Turned Pretty content, especially the Team Conrad ones.